Hello, my beautiful Cancers. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome back, welcome to my channel. I'm Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. I am today doing a coffee cup plus cards for the sign of Cancer. This will be posted on August 14th. But whenever you come to this, I'm sure there's going to be a message for you if you were drawn to the thumbnail or the title. Excuse me. So, yes, it's been a couple of weeks since I last posted because I needed some time to get some things done around the house to replenish my own soul, rejuvenate, reset, just refill myself up. So thank you for sticking with me. Please remember this is a collective reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates for you and leave the rest. I hope that you had a fantastic Lionsgate, as well as new moon in Leo. You'll have to forgive my hair. It's very humid, so my hair just kind of does its own thing. Okay, I'm going to face the camera down so that you can see the coffee cup. I don't really have a message to start out. We're going to go right to it. So hang right on. Okay, my lovelies, let's see what the cup has. Let's see. You can see it there. Just need to drain some of the water out, sorry. I hope you're all doing well. I hope it's beautiful where you are. I hope it's a lovely summer or winter season, whatever season it is for you. Okay, here's the overview of your cup. Wow, what is that cluster over there, I wonder? Okay, it's been a while since I've done this, but I love it. It's always interesting. Okay, Spirit, what do we have? What are we seeing? The first thing I see is something that looks like, I don't know what that is. It sort of looks like an alligator. It's somebody, okay, so Spirit is saying, so right here, you see that? So Spirit is saying that's somebody with a big mouth. That's somebody who's talking. So Cancers, you may be dealing with somebody who's just a blah, 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 and you want to just close your ears to it. It's like you just don't want to hear what this person is saying. I don't know why they're showing it to me like that. It's so funny. But yeah, so it's somebody who is just talking so much that you just want a break. So some of you, remember this is a collective, some of you are around somebody who is just talking so much that it's driving you crazy and you just want to get away from them. As a matter of fact, in the next, then it looks like somebody actually running away from this person who's talking. Oh my goodness. Never seen anything like that. That's so funny. I was trying to figure out what it was when I looked at it, then I just heard the talking. All right, let's see. What do we have next? Oh my God. Okay, this is the strangest thing. Okay, so right here, I don't know if any of you, I'm sure some of you have seen, there are stickers that sometimes people put on a truck. This is, I'm sorry, but I have to give you what Spirit has given me. It's a picture and it's usually looks like a little boy who's peeing onto like another truck brand. Like, let's say if you're a Chevy person, that sticker would, the little boy would be peeing onto a Ford. I don't know why they're showing me this. So I don't know if some of you have that sticker on your truck or if you know somebody that does, or if you've seen this recently. But it's meant to give you like a chuckle. I don't know. Maybe some of you have a dad or a son. Typically it's going to be boys with that, maybe girls too, that you've seen this sticker, or maybe you're driving behind somebody and you see that sticker. And so Spirit, I don't know why they're saying this. They're like, it doesn't need to make you mad. It's meant to be a funny, playful thing, not something that causes a big argument. Okay, I don't know who needed that message, but somebody did. Okay, now I see like a boomerang. So there's a boomerang here, which means something could be coming back around. It could be a person, a relationship, a job, a friendship, but a boomerang is something that, like, it goes away from you and then it comes back. I'm sure everybody knows what a boomerang is. I think it's like an Australian thing, honestly. So boomerang, something that has gone away. It could even be something that you have put away or put out in the universe and it's coming back to you. And right underneath that is a skeleton key. There is a key under that. So what I'm hearing is that a couple things. One, the key to success is having patience. Like, you may have put something out there and you may think, oh my gosh, this is taking forever, but it will come back around and you'll have the key when the time is right, I'm hearing. So something or some friendship or some relationship that's kind of gone away or out from you is going to come back in the right time when you will have the key for that. Okay. Sorry, when I do this, sometimes it's quiet because I'm just listening for the messages as I'm looking at the images in the cup. I'm just trying to figure out, Spirit, what is this? It's like a pole with a lot of different people around it. It's like what I'm hearing is there's some sort of central something where people, friends or family, it's some sort of gathering point. It's some give me the word. It's some connection that you have. Like, there's a lot of people around. There's this one thing that kind of steadfastly connects you with this group of people. It could be a main interest, a main what do you call that? Like, when you're in a group and you're trying to change something in your town or at work, some sort of gathering of people with a common interest, a common goal. And it looks like there's a lot of work going on around that. It could be like a community cleanup. It could be trying to start something as simple as like a book club, but there's some sort of common interest that is anchoring. Thank you, Spirit. It's anchoring these people to work towards whatever that is. Wow, that took a lot. I see a lobster right there, plain as day. Of course, I live in Maine, so lobster here is common, but it's not as common in other places. So I don't know what lobster means to you. Maybe you've recently gone out for a lobster dinner. Maybe you're craving lobster. Maybe you have ties to Maine, and that's why I'm seeing the lobster. It's just reminding you of your ties. Okay. They're showing me like rock climbing. See here, this kind of looks like it's got little rocks, and then you see 1, 2, 3, 4, like people like rock climbing. I don't know if some of you have recently been to like a rock climbing gym, or maybe you actually rock climb. Maybe somebody that who you know is a rock climber, and I feel worry there. I feel maybe somebody that you know is pursuing this kind of thing and you're worried about them. Okay, that's interesting. Here, I see there are 3 faces. 1, 2, 3. These faces are all looking at a central, this right here. Something like in the sky, like as if it's like something that, well, you know how when somebody passes, sometimes, especially if it's a child and people release balloons and they're looking up at that. It's something like that, but it could be, trying to think what, like when you go to an air show, like the Blue Angels travel around and everybody is focused on that. It's, I don't, what else is that, Spirit? I feel the energy of, now I don't know if all of you would know, there's, in New Hampshire, there are rock faces. There's a rock face that's called the Old Chief, the Chief, or the Old Man in the Mountain, which they restored it because some of it fell off. One of those looks exactly like that. But there's also Mount Rushmore, something about faces carved in rock. I don't know. Maybe you've been on a hike and you've seen something that looks like that. I have to give you what spirit gives me. And sometimes these seem random to me, but I'm not a Cancer, so I don't know what these will mean to you. So it's like three faces all focused on the same thing, looking up as if it's like balloons being released, an air show, something in the sky that these three people are seeing. Could it be a UFO? Of course, it could. It could be anything. But three people focused on the same thing up in the sky. And the other message from that is seeing rock formations that look like faces, maybe something like that. Okay. Let's see. They're showing me somebody flying a kite. This is down here. This is a person, the kite here, and it looks like it can go really high. Kite flying. I've only done that like once or twice in my entire life. And it was exhilarating and fun, but I don't really have a place to do that now. I never did it as a kid. I was in my 30s the first time I ever flew a kite, and it represented to me childlike wonder, childlike excitement. So flying a kite, that's what sometimes my guides will give me something so I can convey a feeling to you. So there could be something that you've been doing recently or planning to do that is like a childhood memory or a childhood dream, something that you love doing. Maybe you're doing one of these things with your own kids. Maybe you're flying a kite, or maybe you've thought of it, but you haven't done it. So this could be telling you, yeah, go for it. Do it. You'll love it. It'll be fun. Okay, let's see. Once again, they're showing me like a focus of people. There are people like around in a circle with one focal point. So this is the second time that Spirit is giving me this message about people that have the same focus, the same goal, I don't know what that would be for you. It could be work. It could be, I feel like it's some sort of group that has a purpose. Like the only thing that I'm getting is like a community cleanup or something. For instance, around here where I live, excuse me, in Shapley, Maine, we have a lot of lakes, and the milfoil, it builds up in there, and there are a bunch of people, there are groups of people that get together and they all go out to the lake and they dive and they pull it up and they try to keep it from killing the things we want in the lakes. Something like that, some sort of group that is doing something for good for the community or the workplace, or oh gosh, I feel frustrated because I can't grasp exactly what Spirit is trying to give me for this message. It's like if you were working in a company and people have trouble with childcare and a bunch of people get together and say, let's do childcare at work. That's another thing. Thank you, Spirit, for giving me something else. I couldn't think of anything other than the community, but it's a feeling like that. So for some of you, you may be involved in a group, or you may be thinking about starting a group like that, and you're kind of on this edge, like, I don't know if anybody would. So if you have thoughts like that or have had thoughts like that, I feel like these two messages in this cup are telling you, yes, you should go ahead and form that group and work on that. Okay, so now we come to that big area. It almost looks like a person who was kind of kneeling down, but not, it's kind of crouching down. They're crouching down, holding something. It looks like, what I'm feeling is it's like a person who is setting a bird free, like holding the bird and kind of lifting up the bird to fly. Wow, thank you. Yeah, because it's like you can see the crouching, the hands, and here it's like letting something go. Now, this may be a metaphor. It may not be that you're actually setting a bird free, but Cancers, there may be something you just have to let it go, and let God, give it to the universe, something like that, that you're just going to put your hands up and be like, okay, I'm giving this to you. And then right above that is like an old-fashioned locomotive. You can see the train cars there and the kind of the steam coming out. So, trains can represent the Old West. They can represent slow travel. They can represent Amtrak. Even though they're showing me a train, it would be hard to make an Amtrak looking thing in a coffee cup. So train travel. Some of you may be thinking about going on a train ride, or you've been on a train ride. You're thinking about taking a vacation where you go on a train to get there. Love it. Okay, we're almost back to the beginning, and I'm trying to figure out what this is. So, wow, there's lots of things in here. So this last portion here, it looks like somebody playing an instrument. There's a what are those? A weather vane, and there's a question mark. What are you trying to say, Spirit? So what I'm hearing is that, so a weather vane spins with the wind and can go any which way, any direction. It's like some of you are fickle about, and I'm sorry, but I have to give you what they give me. So some of you are kind of fickle. You're like, oh, these people like this, I'm going to do that. Oh, they like this, I'm going to do that. They like to go here, I'm going to go there. So it's like some of you guys and gals need to have your own path and stop just blowing with the wind, whichever the wind is blowing. You're kind of going that way, and you're not really forging your own thing. You're kind of sticking with the crowd and what's popular instead of doing what your heart's desire is. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're going to look in the bottom of the cup and see what we see there. Okay. So I see a lot of, I don't know why things in here keep making me giggle. So I see there's like a person and they're throwing a crown away. You can see that crown, I know. So this person here, there's a crown, they're throwing it off their head. There's one even above it. It reminds me of the Tower card where the crown is falling, and there are people around and they're watching, and it's like you're saying, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I am done with this. I'm throwing it away. I'm getting rid of it. It's no longer. Husband calling. Hang on. So sorry about that, guys. Okay, so yeah, so throwing the crown off or not doing, something, and people are seeing you do it. You're saying, like, maybe it's like when we started with that person talking, and you're just like, I've had it. So the Tower card represents when you completely change your belief about something, and it's like a 180 turnaround. You're like, it happens like that. Sometimes it just gives you a clean slate to move on to something different. Okay, sorry about that interruption, but when my husband calls, I have to answer the phone. My phone is on Do Not Disturb, but certain people can still get through. All right, let's see what else is in the bottom of this cup. I'm getting, again, that message about, so where these coffee grounds are on the edge about that decision about whether to start that group or run that group or do something with that group. It just feels like you're almost ready to make that decision, and it could have something to do with throwing off those crowns, or not necessarily a crown. It could be a title. It could be something that you're just like, I'm not doing this anymore. This is not what I'm feeling for my life. This is not what I want to do. This is not what I want to focus on, and just doing something completely different. Okay, let's see. It feels like that was probably the major thing in the bottom of the cup was that. So the other message I'm getting, you see this completely clear space with that one dot in there. Sometimes you feel like you're completely alone in something that you're trying to do, or you feel like people don't understand what it is that you're trying to do, but it's okay, right? We're all on our own path. And you see, you here in the middle, when you start to walk out, you get closer to other people, to other things, other pathways. Maybe you're completely changing your friend group or your work group, or who, I don't know, maybe you just felt like, I've had jobs before where I didn't connect with anyone there and it was very lonely. I liked the job, I liked what I did, but I just didn't connect. So I moved on to a different job, because it's very hard to stay in a place where you feel like you're disconnected from everyone else. Okay, let's see what the plate is going to give us. Plate, saucer. Looks like a big mushroom cloud. All right, let's see. The very first thing that Spirit showed me is this open space with 2 dots in it now. So the message is that you will find the like-minded person or people that you will connect with, right? So where you were by yourself in the cup and in the saucer, there's 2, right? So you will find that connection. And I know how that feels. When I lived in Tennessee in the Bible Belt, it was very hard for me to connect with people. I just felt so alien when I was there. I felt so different to everybody that was there, and it was hard. I did have a couple friends that I connected with, but not a lot, and not a deep connection. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It was a big learning experience to live there, I can tell you that. Okay, let's see what else. Celebration. So it could be finding somebody that's similar, and up here is the same thing, and there's 3 dots now. So we went from an open space with 1 dot, an open space with 2 dots, an open space with 3 dots, and then this is like a celebration. Like this person here jumping up in all of these the beautiful starlight or fireworks or whatever coming out from there. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to find connection, but we find it. Sometimes we find it in the least places where we expect. Now look at this. This is a big open space with a whole bunch of people in it. You will find your tribe, Cancers. And remember, this is a collective. It may not resonate with everybody, but there are some Cancers out there who have felt alone, who felt like people don't understand them, like they just can't connect, and it will happen. You just have to have patience. Remember how in the cup we had like that poll that was everybody was there's a similar almost exact same thing right here, where there's a middle ground and everybody has the same goal, right? Like we were talking about a goal like community cleanup or changing something together. Wow, Cancers, this was really interesting. Really, really interesting. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to pull some tarot to add. This is why I can't really do coffee cups on the weekly. I don't have the time to do it because it can be very in-depth and very long sometimes. So yeah, so I can't always do I know everybody loves it when I do it. I like doing it too. It's really fun. Okay, so for my beautiful Cancers, what are we going to see in the tarot to build on all those messages in the coffee cup, which I will not be able to remember. 9 of Pentacles. Wow. Beautiful card. 9s are accomplishment. Pentacles are the earthly things. 10 of Wands goes right along with it. That's a project or something you've been trying to finish, something you've been trying to get done, and you will get it done. The 9 of Pentacles is more about being grateful for the things that you have, the things that you have accomplished, the things that you've done. It's abundance, it's wealth. Oh my gosh. Then right under that, you have the 9 of Cups. Cups being love, nurturing. Oh boy. Knight of Pentacles. Something is taking longer than expected. Oh my goodness. My guides are never wrong with any of this stuff. Oh my gosh. I'm always amazed, right, at the things that come out. So, all right, let's see. Oh, Ace of Swords, new beginning in truth, being true to yourself, right? I love it. Okay, so let's take these in order. So 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is abundance. It doesn't mean you're going to be a millionaire. What it means is you have a comfortable life. You have created a comfortable life, or you're on your way to doing so, right? She is standing there in a beautiful gown with her tulips, with her golden gazebo, with her falcon, and she looks very relaxed and comfortable. So you will get there, Cancers. If you're not there yet, you will get there. And this tells you that you will. Wands are action and passion, and this guy has his work cut out for him, carrying these wands across the meadow, across the field, to drop them off, plant them, and be done with that so he can move on. 10s pair down to a 1. So finishing up something. This could be where in the cup it showed the throwing off of the crown, or stopping to doing what other people want you to do to pursue what you really want to do, which ties in with that Ace of Swords, right? 5 of Swords. Okay, so this sometimes is called the winning at all costs card, because everybody there looks kind of defeated, and this guy's holding up his sword. He's got all the swords, and he's walking off the field. Now, 5s are change, right? So this can be changing the way that you approach something. Swords are communication. How are you communicating? Are you communicating, Cancers, to where you're sort of hurting other people, or are you communicating in an integral way with integrity and honesty, right? So I feel like for this reading right now, what I'm getting is be careful about how you communicate. Don't let things build up so much that you blow your stack, right? You don't want to do that. And it could be about all this work that you've put in, getting towards the end, and you're just, I don't know what the right word is. You get fed up with something, and it's like when you throw your crown off or do that, don't do that in anger, right? Try to compose yourself and just stay calm about it. I don't know who needs that message, but somebody does. It's almost like, it's almost like you've done all this, you've put in the work, and somebody kind of swoops in and says something about that, and you get upset about it. This is the 9 of Cups. This is about emotion, love, and flow. Now, 9s are accomplishment. This is a lot of emotional accomplishment. So it could be family, friendship, or in yourself, right? So emotional accomplishment. This guy is celebrating what he's accomplished emotionally, or in his love, his family, or in himself. The key to this, so all these cups down here look silver, and that looks gold. So the downfall, I guess you'd say, of the 9 of Cups is when you brag too much. Like when you're like, look at everything I've done, It's like if you you have the male and the masculine and the feminine here, where she is serene and enjoying this. He is kind of like, look at all this. I have done all this. And it's what it's reminding me of is to don't forget how you got there or who helped you along the way. Because none of us do anything all alone, right? We have help from somewhere. I don't know who needed that message, but somebody did. Then you have this Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. You are moving forward, but it's going a little slower than what you'd hoped. This could tie into trying to form that group or get that goal done, completed, just getting the people to be on board with that. And you feel like, oh my goodness, why doesn't anybody listen to me, or why don't they understand? It's almost like when you feel like you're just that one person in the middle of the blank space, and it's taking a little bit more time to get people on board of what you're trying to do or accomplish, or the goal, or how it will benefit them. So let me see. Let me just... It's either work or community. It could be family. Like sometimes we want to, let's say we want to eat healthier, and we're a family of 5 and we're trying to convince 4 other people why this is good. And everybody is just like, no, we don't want to do that. And you get frustrated because you're like, why don't they understand that this is better? It's like trying to limit screen time or limit TV time, and people don't understand and they just want to do what they want to do. You can still get this accomplished, whatever it is for you, my beautiful Cancers, if it's within the family, work, or the community. It's just going to take a little bit more time. You're just going to have to gather the like-minded people, maybe a little bit slower than what you wanted. And then the last card out is the Ace of Swords. This is the Sword of Truth. Aces are opportunity, new beginnings. They're number 1. So remember, your 10 of Wands pairs down to a 1. So there is going to be new opportunity. You are going to have to be truthful and honest. You may need to change the way that you're talking about something, because swords are communication, right? Definitely you want to be honest with yourself and others, but you may, Cancers, need to change something. Maybe the way that you're explaining it, maybe you need to see it from all sides so that you can get more people on board. I know that this seems like it's pinpointing a specific thing, but I have to give you what Spirit gives me. And they're giving me something about a community or family or work project where you're trying to get people on board with what you want to do. Now, it doesn't mean you're trying to get 10 people on board. Maybe you're just trying to get 2 other people on board with this, whatever it is that you want to do. But you'll get there. You just need to stick to it, right? Now, I'm using my beautiful crystal deck, this mini deck that has a bunch of crystals. Some of them I've never even heard of. And each one has a picture of the crystal, and then it has a message to go along with it. So we're going to close out this coffee cup card reading. I hope that you have gotten something out of this message. I would love for you to comment or leave an emoji for me so you let me know that this meant something to you or what it did mean to you. So the crystal they gave you is rose quartz. Rose quartz. Self-love. How appropriate. I approve of myself and love myself deeply and completely. I'm getting goosebumps. I love that this card came out because we were talking in the coffee cup about feeling alone. This part of the reading also is talking about, and I'm getting goosebumps again, how you have accomplished things. Yes, people have helped you along the way, but you need to love yourself deeply and completely. Approve of yourself. Give yourself love. Rose quartz, self-love, my beautiful Cancers. Love where you are. Be grateful for where you are. Change whatever it is that you need to change to continue. I'm still getting goosebumps from that message. All right, my lovelies, I will be back either in 1 week or 2, depending on what we decide to do, my guides and myself, for the next reading. But I truly, truly hope that this has helped and that you found a message in here to be inspiring for you. Until next time, peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.